Good morning. Welcome to Garden Friends. I'm Andrea, and I'm here with one of my favorite plants, and it is my milkweed, my tropical milkweed. And I've got so many different, maybe prettier plants or less work intensive kind of plants or things that don't attract so many ugly bugs like this one. Why is it my favorite? Well, because of these guys, my caterpillars. And if you can see him, oh, I hope I scared him off. There he goes. My monarch butterflies. They love it. It's why people plant milkweed in their yards. It's why people like me let the seeds just sort of go and volunteer and pop up in other places. It attracts those monarchs. It's like putting a giant beacon out there. It's the bat signal for the monarchs. This is what they lay their eggs on, and it's why we plant it. So I am probably going to exit the picture and you'll just hear my voice because, well, I want you to really be able to see the different kinds of life that are on my milkweed and why we plant it and why here in Florida it's November and I haven't cut it, even though some people worry that we are disrupting the migration of the monarchs. Maybe they're not following their natural path to go to Mexico. Why would they leave us? They've got food. They've got plenty of food year round here. And while I do cut it when the stalks leave, the leaves are all gone and they're bare, I'll cut them back. And that, I think, takes care of any possible viruses or anything that might linger. Some people I have read are worried about viruses that then the butterflies can carry off with them if you don't trim it back by October. Again, it's November. I've got flowers, I've got monarchs, I've got caterpillars. This is when I get the most caterpillars, believe it or not, is late fall. And I attribute that to my wasps leaving. I don't know where the wasps have gone, but in the summer, this is swarming with wasps and they're hunting baby caterpillars. I've watched them take them off. I've swatted them away. I stood here like a crazy person once because I had so many little teeny tiny caterpillars and I had wasps everywhere and I've sat here with a fly swatter and tried to protect them. I gave up because, well, nature, cycle of life, that kind of thing. I did have a neighbor once that had a little box, little screened box, but it was enclosed and nothing could get in. And so she would put her eggs and her little baby caterpillars in the box with milkweed. They would grow, they would make chrysalises, and then she would release them. And it was really nice. Neighbors, you could just walk by and you could see it. It was great for kids. We were a block from an elementary school. There were a lot of kids in the area. It was an awesome thing for them to be able to witness. Maybe one day I'll get to that and I'll have an enclosure where I can protect them from the wasps. I am not there yet. So, real quick, milkweed, we don't spray it for anything. And I will get a nice close-up picture in a second of these little orange aphids. If I don't have any monarch eggs or ladybugs, I've got a little ladybug right there and it's new. It's just come out of its cocoon. I can tell because it doesn't have any spots yet. If I don't have anything beneficial on it, sometimes I'll just squish them. I'll spray them with water. I'll dislodge them. They don't really damage the plant. They're kind of unsightly, but they attract ladybugs and lacewing flies. I was looking for a young, the lacewing fly larva before they hatch. They turn into these little crawly things, and then they make a cocoon and turn into the lacewing flies that fly off. They're really cool because they will attach debris to their bodies. A lot of times, aphid parts, and they like wobble around. They're like these little zombie things. They've got they disguise themselves with dead pieces of bugs, and they're really cool. It took me a long time to figure out what they were, but the internet is awesome. So, without further ado, I will exit, take the camera, and show you close up why we plant this milkweed. First of all, we have got this lovely caterpillar. Oh, there he is. There he goes. There goes my butterfly. There he is. And he is there. And that's why we plant them. They are just beautiful. My daughter painted with acrylics a really lovely picture of a monarch when she was in high school. And it's hanging in the office because she did a fantastic job of capturing the detail. So this caterpillar here, I believe, will be forming a chrysalis soon. He's pretty large. I have another guy. Hello. I have another guy here. He's kind of large too. You can see him on, the light is very good. Let's see. There he is on the underside of the leaf. That's kind of an ugly leaf. I am going to take that one. These yellow leaves, I don't know. Leaves are not immortal. So we're just going to pop him off. I have got, oh, well, here are the very unattractive, if I can find them, very unattractive little aphids and what other icky creatures. And right there you can see my fresh ladybug. No spots, but that's okay. It's going to get them. It's going to grow because it's going to be eating aphids. They'll have a very busy day. They'll have a very full caterpillar or very full ladybug. Here's another one. It's got its spots. You can see that one. Awesome little guy. And on the top of this leaf, you can follow my finger there, I have got a caterpillar egg. A little monarch laid that, and that will turn into a caterpillar. So that, oh, another ladybug. So that is why we plant the milkweed. Now I've got a chrysalis down here. I was lucky enough to catch it right as he was finishing making his cocoon about a week and a half ago. And it was all shaken and wobbly. It was really cool to watch. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of it, but this turned dark overnight. And I believe he will be hatching very soon. He'll come out and he'll probably hang out on the fence here for a while and fan his pretty wings and open them up and figure out how they work. And then he'll fly off and I've got plenty of food for it. Yeah, and this is why we don't trim it back in the fall. As long as it has got, oh, I've got a tiny little baby caterpillar here. I wonder if you can see him. See him? Very small. I saw him yesterday. He was much smaller, actually. He was hanging from a leaf by a thin thread. I don't know if he just fell and caught himself or if a wasp tried to grab him. I don't see a lot of wasps right now, but I do see some occasionally. I did have one on here yesterday. It was a weird yellow wasp, but I don't know exactly what kind he was. I don't see them very often. Maybe he was visiting from somewhere up north where it is getting colder. So that is, oh, sorry about that. Again, I apologize for my camera skills. My cameraman is not here today. That is my milkweed. That is why we plant it. It's why we don't treat it with any kind of chemicals. I don't even fertilize it. I just add my fresh compost to the bottom of my bucket. And that is it. It's easy to grow. It's easy to care for. And the more we plant, the more food we have for the monarchs. The more monarchs we will have. So I appreciate you watching. Have a great day and get out and enjoy your garden, friends. Thank you.